Have you ever looked at an old photo of yourself and felt like you were staring at someone you no longer recognize? The smile is the same, but the eyes feel different. Softer, innocent, untouched by the weight you now carry. And in that quiet moment, a question whispers inside you. What happened to me? The truth is, change doesn't arrive like a storm. It doesn't knock on your door and announce itself. It happens quietly. In the people you stop chasing, in the silence you begin to enjoy, in the way your heart no longer reacts the same. Transformation is not loud. It's slow, almost invisible, like waves reshaping a shoreline. You don't notice it happening until everything looks different. Somewhere in your childhood, you learned that being yourself wasn't always safe, so you adapted. You became who people needed you to be. You learned to stay quiet, to avoid conflict, to earn love, and without realizing it, you built a version of yourself designed to survive, not to be real. Psychologists call this the false self, a mask created not out of weakness, but out of necessity. But here's the cost. The more you wear the mask, the more you forget the face beneath it. And then, one day, something cracks. Maybe it's heartbreak. Maybe it's exhaustion. Maybe it's a quiet night where you can't ignore the truth anymore. You realize you've been living a life that doesn't feel like yours. And that realization, it hurts. Because transformation doesn't just build, it destroys. It takes away the identity you were comfortable with and leaves you standing, uncertain, exposed. This is what many call ego death. But it's not the end of you. It's the beginning. Your brain has spent years learning who you are. Every thought, every fear, every belief, wired into patterns. But here's the truth. Most people don't realize your mind can change. Every time you question an old belief, every time you choose growth over comfort, you begin to rewire yourself. Slowly, painfully, but powerfully. But no one tells you this part. Growth is lonely. You start outgrowing people, outgrowing habits, outgrowing versions of yourself, and suddenly, you feel like you don't belong anywhere. Not in your past, and not yet in your future. But this space, this uncomfortable, silent space, this is where transformation lives. And then, something shifts, not loudly, not dramatically, but deeply. You begin to rebuild yourself, not based on fear, but on truth. You set boundaries. You listen to yourself. You stop performing and start living. And slowly, you remember who you were before the world told you who to be, because transformation is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. So if you feel lost right now, if everything feels like it's falling apart, maybe it is, but not in the way you think. Maybe you're finally becoming who you were meant to be.